Hey everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. Before we get into today's video, I've got a couple items of business for you. One is the giveaway. Have you entered the giveaway yet? You better. It's totally worth it. Link down below. This is what's in it. You don't want to miss it. Bombski giveaway. It's my Will You Be My Valentine giveaway because I want you to be my Valentine this year. The other thing is, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that to make sure that you never miss a video. If you want to be notified when I post new videos, hit that little bell and you can be notified immediately of when a new video is posted. So my schedule is not as consistent as it usually is just because of how crazy life gets every once in a while. But I'm really excited to do this video because my best friends in makeup, my BFFs forever over at Beautylish, are launching Tom Ford. What? I know. Let's just all take a deep breath and watch the money fly out of our wallets, because that's how I feel. Because now we can get Tom Ford on FlexPay, and there's no shame in my FlexPay game. I gotta be honest. I think it's a really good idea. It's a great way to get luxury makeup, 3 easy pays, no credit check, no money down, no dings against your credit, automatically debits out of your account, freaking piece of cake. I have been dying to tell you that Beautylish is launching Tom Ford forever. I have been holding on to this secret. I've been keeping that secret in my hair for months, right? Isn't that what Gretchen Wiener from Mean Girls says? She's like, we hold all our hair so big because it's where all the secrets are, or something like that. I can't remember what the quote is, or even who from that movie says it, but it's somebody from Mean Girls. So I've been keeping that secret from you guys. I apologize. I know friends don't let friends keep secrets, but that was a big secret I had to keep. And I have been saving my FlexPay for this moment. But I want to talk about 5 things that I totally think are worth getting. And especially if you're going to do a FlexPay, these are all great options to get you to that $100 threshold and beyond to make your FlexPay worth it. So I'm not going to talk about the brushes. I feel like the jury for me is still out in terms of the Tom Ford brushes. Everybody loves them. I understand. I have some. I don't hate them. But to be honest, I feel like they shed a lot. They're really expensive and they're not better than Wayne Goss. So I'll say that, but like I said, the jury is still out. I do have a couple that I use on a regular basis that I really like. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a video on some Tom Ford brushes at some point, but I'm not ready to do one at this point. But I want to talk about 5 things that I use on the regular that I think are really worth it. Tom Ford is a splurge. It is not cheap, but I do think these are high quality. Part of what we're paying for is the packaging. It's totally luxurious. It's gorgeous packaging. Part of what we're paying for is the name. To see Tom Ford on our makeup products is a huge thing of what we're paying for. And then we are paying for, anytime a luxury line is making makeup, they're using the highest quality available ingredients. So you're paying for like better ingredients, which that for me is the thing that's the most worth it. I would rather pay for better ingredients than garbage made in China. Now, not everything that's made in China is bad. I'm not saying that at all. But a lot of these makeup companies that are charging a lot of money for their products are made in China. And I'd rather have makeup that's made in Italy. So, which is what you will see on the back of Tom Ford, made in Italy. So let's talk about 5 things. Let's start with what's on my lips. So probably a bunch of you are going to think that I'm going to say Pussycat, but I don't think that one is a universally flattering color. I don't think that looks good on everybody. So I'm not going to say Pussycat. I'm going to say Indian Rose instead. I think everybody should have Tom Ford Shade 4 Indian Rose. And this is one of his just lip color rouge. It's not a matte finish. It's a really beautiful satin finish. It is what's on my lips today, and I just love it. It is the most beautiful rosy terracotta. Oh, it's so pretty. This is beautiful for medium, light, and deep skin tones. Fair, even the lightest to the darkest could wear this. The darker your skin's is the more this is gonna look like a nude, and then the lighter your skin tone is, the more it's gonna look like what it looks like on me. But I do find, even with how fair my skin is, that it is a beautiful Your Lips But Better shade on. It's so comfortable. I love wearing it. I do have a problem with the Tom Ford lipsticks because I think they go bad really quickly. That bugs me. I don't know what the deal is with that, with the formulation, but so far so good with this one. But that's what I will say about a Tom Ford lipstick. If you get it, baby, use it. Because if you let it sit around because you paid so much money for it and you're afraid to use it, it will go bad. And usually sooner than later. The next thing that I want to talk about, and it's what's on my eyes today, is the Tom Ford Quad in Nude. Wait, where is it? This one's right here. Tom Ford Quad 03 in Nude Dip. I think that this is universally, same thing, flattering for most skin tones, most eye colors, most hair colors. And aside from that, it's just really easy to wear. Like, these shades are just easy shades to wear. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's easy to put together a look. Like I said, I kind of have more of this like smoky gray taupe eye on today, with a whole lot of this like shimmery color. And we'll get some swatches so you can see this up close as well. But I think if you're gonna buy one eye quad, this should be a contender. A lot of people talk about like Coco Mirage and Honeymoon. I don't have those, so I don't know. I can't compare them, but don't go for the plain mattes one. You have plenty of matte shadows already. Go for something really special, and the shimmer shades in this are beautiful with a lot of color payoff. And I do find that they wear on my eye for a decent amount of time. I always am gonna have to do an eye primer because if you guys have been with me very long, you know, mama's got some oily eyelids. So that I do. Okay, what is on my cheeks? Oh my gosh, I love this color so much. I feel like this is shade Love Lust, and I feel like this is that like perfect like summer like cheek. It's like the perfect summery flush. You're out on a hot date, and this is like what your cheeks naturally do if you've been a little bit sun-kissed for the day. And I just think, once again, it's also universally flattering. It's easy to wear. You know, it's gonna, this on a really, really deep skin tone, it's not gonna do much for you. It might bring a little bit of dimension to your cheeks, but from fair to medium, even medium deep, could get away with this just with just gonna be a nice flush. But for the rest of us, it's a really beautiful color, and a lot of skin tones can get away with this. I feel like NARS Orgasm wishes it was this color. You feel me? And the best part about this is there's no chunky glitter. Like NARS Orgasm has that stupid chunky glitter. Like, and I mean, this is a glittery life. Don't, like, no shade, no hate on glitter. I love glitter, but sometimes I just don't get NARS. I love NARS. Believe me, I love NARS, but I don't always get it. So if you have that like NARS Orgasm in your purse that you've had since like 2004, you know what? Throw it away. Get the grown and sexy version. Love Lust from Tom Ford. Okay, the bronzer that I'm wearing, I feel like I look a little tanner today. I mean, doesn't take a lot for me to look tan because just a little bronzer helps. Obviously the light's bright, so it's kind of skewing that a little bit. But this is the Tom Ford bronzer in shade 2 Terra, and this is definitely for that light, fair, medium skin tone. This is not for your medium deep or like deep dark skin tones at all. This is definitely for if you're in kind of like my family and a little bit like deeper. This is a beautiful matte bronzer, and has a really neutral undertone. So it's not red, it's not pink, it's not gray, it's not ashy. It's just a really pretty neutral bronzer. Beautiful to warm up the face. You could, in a pinch, easily contour with this, and just gives your face like a nice like glow to it. And mine's in the like summer packaging, but this is a like permanent part of the collection. And I believe Beautylish is going to be launching this in the Mondo size, which, I mean, yes, Lord, yes. The last thing I want to talk about, which is one of those products that I think is totally a splurge and not a necessity, but definitely worth having, and something that I really enjoy in my collection. In fact, I have actually been wearing this basically from this like end of last year, like December, January. I've been wearing this a ton because I was like, I can't just let this sit around. I've got to use it. Sometimes I get a little bit crazy about these like expensive things. And I want you to see, like, you can hardly see a dent in it. Granted, I use my Wayne Goss fan brush, which barely gives any product, but I still kind of like the way that looks. But this is the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in shade 1 Moonlight. And you've got your really beautiful light highlight shade, and then you've got this beautiful rose gold highlight shade. And I have a picture on my Instagram that you can check out to see like shade light, then shade dark, and then the top swatch of that is both of them swirled together, and they are so beautiful. You can find that picture over at @TrishaLee_W is my Instagram. If you're not following me already, it's definitely worth following if you like pretty makeup pictures, recommendations, all that kind of stuff. So swatches. So check my Instagram for swatches of this because you'll be able to see that better than here on camera. But oh, it's so beautiful. Comes in the big full size Tom Ford compact that once again is like so luxurious, has a full size mirror, and it's just a really nice like heavy duty compact. So this is definitely a splurge, where some of the other ones I think are like more of that like, you know, everyday perfection. This is like not a necessity, but it definitely makes your like makeup survival kit a lot more glamorous, if you know what I mean. So those are my kind of like top picks for the Beautylish Tom Ford launch, and just Tom Ford products that I think are great in general. So if you have any Tom Ford related questions, ask me down below. There is a possibility that I've tried it. There's a possibility that I haven't tried it. My Tom Ford collection is not huge because I gotta pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? I live in Los Angeles. It is not cheap here. So my Tom Ford collection is not huge. And a lot of my Tom Ford stuff has been gifted to me by amazing friends. So you can't go wrong there either. But I definitely have a list. I will link that down below as well as all of these product links. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!